is Karibo Hilary, and I am representing my team. I'll be presenting our selected solution, creation of an app called Kingahali. First and foremost, our chosen problem is climate change, and we settled on creating an app called Kingahali. These are my team members: Anthony, Bruno, Sharon, myself, Abigail, and Ekin. Our chosen problem statement, as you can see, is developing nations face a disproportionate and destructive burden from climate change, undermining livelihoods, infrastructure, and public health due to limited adaptive capacity and inadequate access to resources. Our chosen problem statement relates directly to the UN Sustainable Development Goal 13, which is climate change. Specifically, our target is target 13.1, which aims to strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity to climate-related hazards and natural disasters in all countries. Why our chosen problem statement matters is the crisis unfairly burdens the countries and communities in sub-Saharan Africa that contribute the least to global emissions, deepening global inequality and slowing progress towards sustainable development. Therefore, addressing climate change is crucial for achieving climate equity and ensuring a stable future for the most vulnerable populations. On your right, you can see we have given the African map showing the sub-Saharan migration hotspots. The red shows the countries that are most affected by droughts. For our example, we used a figure who we called Adana. Adana is a 45-year-old smallholder farmer and mother in rural sub-Saharan Africa. For her, the farm isn't just a business, it's the only source of food and income for her family. But the weather has become a cruel and unpredictable enemy. Rain comes too early or too late, and droughts are more frequent and severe. Adana relies on basic word-of-mouth warnings from neighbors or radio broadcasts, but this information is often too late to save her crops from sudden floods or prolonged dry spells. When her crops fail, it's not just a financial loss, it's a deeply personal one, causing stress of not knowing when, how she will feed her children weighs on her daily. Adana represents the millions of people who are on the front lines of climate change, fighting to adapt with limited resources and facing a daily struggle for survival. The disproportionate financial burden, we have a graph of developing nations, despite contributing minimally to global emissions, bear the brunt of the financial costs of climate change. While estimates of economic costs of climate change remain heavily contested, all the evidence points to developing countries being the hardest hit by the impacts of climate change. On our graph, we have countries ranging from the low-income countries, low-middle-income countries, upper-middle-income countries, and then we have high-income countries. The low-income countries being the most affected. They are the most exposed to extreme weather events, more vulnerable to adverse impacts on health and agriculture, less resilient due to weaker infrastructure and institutions, and face larger reductions in future growth and incomes. The challenge of food security. Climate change is a primary driver of food insecurity in vulnerable regions. Food insecurity is escalating across sub-Saharan Africa, with climate change set to worsen the situation and erode the hard-earned gains to improve livelihoods. The recent prolonged drought seasons, floods, and cyclones significantly affect agricultural productivity in nations already struggling with meeting its population needs. We have a graph showing the effects on sub-Saharan Africa. That's food inflation and CPI inflation. On the information gap, we have a pie chart showing 77% of people who have access to weather information, while 23% do not have any access. So access to timely and actionable climate information is a major barrier to adaptation. A 2022 study in Kenya found that approximately 77% of smallholder farmers have some level of access to climate information services. However, of the 77% with access, only a small fraction use that information for their farming decisions, citing lack of trust in the accuracy and relevance of the forecasts. This indicates that while the information is reaching farmers, a significant gap remains between receiving and applying the data due to its generic nature and lack of localization. Our proposed solution, that is the Kingahali app, is a mobile and SMS-based platform that helps vulnerable communities adapt to climate change in real time. The app provides real-time warnings, powered by satellite data and on-the-ground sensors, delivering localized alerts for floods, droughts, and extreme heat directly to users' phones. We also aim to offer direct support, that is, by using blockchain technology, the platform sends secure, direct micropayments to those most at risk, providing immediate financial relief. We also empower education by having a built-in education hub that offers practical, local language lessons, helping communities build long-term resilience and improve farming practices. This solution was designed specifically to address the pain points of individuals like Adana. Our solution closes the information gap by delivering timely, actionable information directly to basic phones, so people don't have to rely on word of mouth or delayed broadcasts. We also provide a critical safety net through the direct micropayments. We plan to offer immediate financial support, helping farmers recover from climate disasters and prevent crop failure from becoming a crisis. Our solution also aims to create lasting change by providing accessible education. We help communities build skills and knowledge that will protect them for years to come. We designed wireframes for how our app will look like. So you can see we have the climate status, quick access features, we have the alerts platform, and then we have the education app hub. This is part of what the app will constitute. We engaged a number of users and received some feedback from them. One of the feedback we received was confusion with the reporting feature. Users wanted to know whether the reporting feature was for personal records or to send official alerts. This indicated a need for clearer instructions and context. We also had feedback on icon and navigation challenges, whereby users wanted a way to make the reporting and education features unique. The features were similar and caused confusion and made it difficult to navigate the app intuitively, especially for users with lower literacy. Working on the feedback that we received, we recommend the following. 1, we will implement offline functionality, which will help address connectivity issues. We will make educational materials accessible offline and ensure critical alerts are delivered by SMS for users in low connectivity areas. We will also improve the user interface. We will redesign icons for key features like education and reporting with distinct colors, shapes, and text labels to reduce confusion and make the app more intuitive. We will also add multilingual support by building a language toggle into the app to serve diverse communities and make all information, including alerts, more accessible. We will also enhance onboarding by adding a short tutorial or tooltip to the reporting feature to clearly explain its purpose and how the information is used, empowering users to provide accurate data. On our big vision, we plan to expand the Kingahali app and making it global in 3 phases. Phase 1, we want to scale and strengthen, whereby we will begin by expanding to new communities. We will enhance features by adding a peer-to-peer reporting system to collect real-time data from users. We plan to expand on education through working with experts to develop a full library of climate-specific education modules. In phase 2, we will have financial empowerment. Building on our initial success, we will create a sustainable financial ecosystem for our users, which includes the Kingahali Relief Fund, a direct fund that allows international aid to reach those in need instantly and transparently. We'll also have microinsurance, whereby developing an innovative microinsurance product specifically for farmers. In phase 3, we plan to make the app a global movement, whereby our ultimate goal will be to empower communities worldwide. We will open source our technology. We make the platform open source, allowing other organizations to adapt and build upon our solutions for their specific needs. We will also launch a global community hub. We will create a global network where stakeholders will share best practices and work together on climate adaptation. Why we think our app will make a difference? Kingahali isn't just another tech solution, it's a tool for climate justice. Our solution can make an important difference because it directly addresses the systemic issues that make vulnerable communities so susceptible to climate-related disasters. Instead of simply providing aid after a crisis, Kingahali empowers people like Adana to prepare for and mitigate the impacts of climate change before they strike. By delivering timely, localized information and providing a direct financial safety net, we are putting power back into the hands of those who are most affected. This not only builds their immediate resilience, but also supports long-term self-sufficiency and ensures that they are not left behind in global fight against climate change. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to being considered for the funding. Thank you.